Okay, so today I'm going to attempt to do pork shanks. I've never done this before, so this is my first go. Um, what I'm doing, or what I've done to the pork shanks, is skinned them, and then I've rubbed steak and chopped spice over that. I've also got a mix of usual rub that I have, which is a coriander seed, thyme, nutmeg, clove, and allspice, and salt and pepper. That's in that bag there. And then I've used teriyaki, a bottle of teriyaki, not a bottle, but a splash of teriyaki on there as well. And I've also used some garlic infused olive oil. Rub that all over. And now I'm going to go out and light the cob and get that up and going, and then put these guys on. I reckon they'll probably need about 5-6 hours. Let's see how we go. Okay, so I've just got the cob ready. The coals have been lit. I don't know if that comes out on the camera too well. I've also put water in the well. I've got a mix of hickory and mesquite that I'm just going to put in with the coals to provide us with a smoke. That should be okay. Okay, we can always top that up just now. As the pieces of meat are quite large, I'm going to use the expanding ring for the cob. You can see it's already started to make the smoke. Using the roast rack in there as well. That's nice and safely balanced in there. So there'll be plenty moisture from that water. Lots of nice smoke going on. And now these two quite large pork shanks. Alright. So those are the pork shanks. And then the lid. As you can see, I've got a thermometer on there. It's from a Weber barbecue. Let's do a time check now. It's about 20 to 3, so that's going to take some time to do, so we'll come back to that. I'm sure you can see the smoke coming from that now anyway, so that will take a while. We'll come back in a while and have a look at those. Okay, it's about an hour on from when I started. We're cooking at about 180 Fahrenheit, which is probably a little bit lower than it should be, but we can always bump some heat in there later. I'd rather have it going slowly to start with. As you can see, it's still smoking. I can smell the hickory come off that. So we'll have a little look to see what they look like. Okay, so they seem to be doing okay. Just gonna get the tongs, maybe turn them around a bit. Right, they still look very nice. So I'm going to put the lid back on and let them go again. I'm sure the coal inside there will still be good for another while, so I won't check the coal out. We'll come back in an hour, have a look at that. Okay, so we've had about 5.5 hours cooking the pork shanks. Have a look at them. It's been cooking at about, I don't know if you can see that, It's been cooking at about 220 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit on for about 5.5. So I'll have a look at those. See if we can get some better light on them. Right, it looks the meat's coming away from the bone now, so I'm going to go ahead and take those off, and we can have a look at them upstairs. Okay, so these are the pork shanks that I did earlier. 5 hours on the cob barbecue, or 5.5 hours on the cob barbecue. They've got a lovely smoke ring going on. I'd say it's about a centimetre deep into the meat, and it's formed. There's a nice crust on the shanks as well. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you soon.